Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 kids movies with the most fire soundtracks.
It means no worries for the rest of your day.
Yeah, sing it, kid. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most unbelievably amazing bodies of music that made children's films even more iconic. Which soundtrack from your childhood do you still listen to on repeat? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Encanto. Lin-Manuel Miranda struck gold once more with this eclectic soundtrack. Inspired by his research trip to Colombia, the music celebrates the country's beauty and magic through a diverse range of Latin rhythms.
Welcome to Family Madrigal, the home of the Family Madrigal. We're on our way, where all the people are fantastical but magical. I'm part of the Family Madrigal.
In addition, Miranda's skillful songwriting and deep dive into relatable emotions and experiences helped us connect with the Madrigal family and its individual members. Of course, the soundtrack found plenty of commercial success too. The songs were a massive hit, with We Don't Talk About Bruno becoming Disney's biggest Billboard chart topper in decades, even outperforming Let It Go.
He calls your name, it all fades to black. Yeah, he sees your dreams, his song screams. We don't talk about Bruno, no.
Meanwhile, Jermaine Franco's score and the stunning Dos Oruguitas received Oscar nominations. Needless to say, this is one soundtrack we'll be talking about for years.
Pasan sus noches y madrugadas llenas de hambre. Siguen andando y navegando un mundo que cambia y sigue cambiando.
Number 9. Sing. A movie about a singing competition is bound to have a phenomenal soundtrack, and indeed it does. This star-studded cast put their own fantastic spin on some classics. The most joyous part is that there's something for everyone.
This is my kiss goodbye. You can stand alone and watch me fly. 'Cause nothing's keeping me down. Gonna let it all out. Come on and say it right now, right now, right now.
The audition scene was a fun way to get through a plethora of great numbers, and it got better from there. Reese Witherspoon and Nick Kroll singing Shake It Off was iconic, while Taron Egerton nailed I'm Still Standing.
I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. I'm feeling like a little kid.
And Tori Kelly's Don't You Worry About a Thing was powerful. We also can't forget Seth MacFarlane's dulcet crooning. And these were just some of the standout tracks. Even Ariana Grande and Stevie Wonder got in on the action with their original single for the film, Faith. Number 8. A Goofy Movie. Although it wasn't a huge box office hit, A Goofy Movie garnered a cult following, in no small part due to its iconic soundtrack. Per the film's director, Kevin Lima, the character of superstar Powerline was inspired by musicians Bobby Brown, Prince, and Michael Jackson. So naturally, the soundtrack has to live up to legends of this stature.
Got myself in motion. One, I know that you'll understand. We set the world in motion by reaching out for each other's hand.
And it didn't disappoint. Many 90s kids arguably see this as one of the most defining soundtracks of their childhood, and it's still just as banging today. Songs like Stand Out and Eye to Eye are especially beloved by audiences of all ages.
If we listen to each other's eyes, we'll find we're never too
Max is on the tip. That's Max. I know him.
For the first time ever, we're singing it.
You did it!
Whether the music fills you with nostalgia or you're just now uncovering these magnificent songs, you're sure to enjoy the ride. Number 7. Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. Disney breathed new life into this 1957 classic with a revamped soundtrack that would appeal to contemporary audiences. Thankfully, the Rodgers and Hammerstein organization was pretty open-minded about the changes, thus helping to bring the spectacular music to a whole new audience.
In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and land. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again.
The soundtrack is made up of the show's original tracks and some tunes from other Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals that fit the narrative. Some of the numbers were also reworked to further serve the story.
In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be.
In My Own Little Corner is the perfect I Want song, and 10 minutes ago still makes us swoon. Meanwhile, Impossible, It's Possible is a powerhouse duet for the ages. The entire Cinderella soundtrack is a timeless masterpiece from start to finish.
And because these daft and do-it-I don'ts keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Number 6. Hercules. In a film about Greek deities, gospel music doesn't go amiss, don't you think? Well, that's exactly what directors Ron Clements and John Musker had in mind for Hercules.
Then along came Zeus. He hurled his thunderbolt. He's out, locked those suckers in a ball. Their tracks, and on his own stops chaos in its tracks. And that's the gospel.
And we're gonna shout it from the mountaintops. It's a whole lot of fun. It isn't necessarily an obvious combination with Disney's classic sound, but it's certainly a unique mix that captured our hearts. The gospel truth is iconic, and Zero to Hero is a total bop.
Bless my soul. Herc was on a roll.
Person of the week in every Greek opinion poll.
What a pro. Herc could stop a show. Boy, no matter monster, and you're talking SRO. He was a no one, a zero. Now he's a honcho. He's a hero.
We also defy any Disney fan not to sing along with I Won't Say I'm in Love. The soundtrack proved that it could really go the distance, which incidentally was nominated for a Golden Globe and Academy Award.
I will beat the odds. I can go the distance. I will face the world. Fearless, proud, and strong. I will please the gods. I can go the distance.
Number 5. Toy Story franchise. Songwriter and composer Randy Newman is synonymous with Toy Story.
As the years go by, a friendship will never die. You gon' see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me.
Without him, we wouldn't have the platinum certified and much beloved You've Got a Friend in Me. And who could forget the gut-wrenching When She Loved Me from the second film?
I was there to comfort her, and I knew she loved me.
He also wrote the music for the third and fourth installments, with highlights including We Belong Together and I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away. The themes in his music perfectly encapsulate childhood, while reminding audiences that getting in touch with your emotions is necessary. Newman's scoring also perfectly sets the mood and tone for each movie, while still making them feel like a cohesive unit.
Is the fact that you're able to kind of get out what childhood is about, but also what sadness is about. And I think sometimes when we're dealing with things that do with kids, we're afraid to kind of touch the sad parts of their experiences.
Well, they're not afraid.
Whether you need to laugh, cry, or dance like nobody's watching, the Toy Story catalog has got you covered. Number 4. Shrek. A twist on the traditional fairy tale format, Shrek became an instant hit and the first film to win the Oscar for Best Animated Feature. Story aside, we must applaud its stellar soundtrack, bursting with jams.
The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star.
Starting with Smash Mouth's All-Star might have seemed like a bold move, but they were just getting warmed up. Bad Reputation, Hallelujah, and I'm a Believer take the soundtrack to the next level.
I'm a believer. Come on. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe.
original earworms in there too, like the Merry Men song, and of course, Welcome to Duloc.
Duloc is a perfect place. Please keep up on the grass, shine your shoes, wipe your face.
Shrek 2 kept the party going with an equally fire song list, including the fairy godmothers holding out for a hero, which is absolutely everything.
I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. Hit it!
All right, big fella, let's crash this party.
Number 3. Tarzan. Disney's Renaissance era went out swinging thanks to the extraordinary talents of Phil Collins.
Put your faith in what you most believe in. 2 worlds, 1 family. Trust your heart, let fate decide to guide these lives we see.
He gifted us an alt-rock, emotion-filled soundtrack that perfectly served the story's narrative, yet was just as legendary on its own. He captured our hearts with 2 worlds, melted them with Son of Man, and blew us away with Strangers Like Me.
Can you show me? I wanna know about the strangers like me.
We dare you to make it through the Oscar-winning You'll Be in My Heart without tearing up. In 2021, the music saw a resurgence in popularity on social media.
'Cause you'll be in my home. Yes, you'll be in my home. From this day on, now and forevermore.
Many users shared their newfound appreciation for the songs, while collectively declaring that Collins had no right to go this hard on a Disney album. Number 2. The Lion King. What do you get when you team up Hans Zimmer, Tim Rice, and Elton John? A diamond-certified, best-selling soundtrack to an animated movie. The music fills us with joy, excitement, and heartache, while being purely entertaining.
I just can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
It mixes pop and rock with traditional African music influences to help transport us to the Pride Lands. Unsurprisingly, the score received an Academy Award. Circle of Life, Hakuna Matata, and Can You Feel the Love Tonight also all received Oscar nominations, with the epic love song taking the win. And we can't forget that it arguably has one of the most chilling villain songs, too.
I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously square. Be declared.
There's no denying that The Lion King holds its reign as one of, if not the greatest Disney soundtrack of all time. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Chicken Little. You can hear countless iconic jams in this movie. Megamind. This underappreciated film has a rockin' soundtrack. Happy Feet. Penguins singing classic jams? Yes, please.
I spent all my years believing you. I just can't get no relieving somebody, anybody find me? Somebody in love.
Trolls. This film contains more hits than we can count.
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh.
Despicable Me franchise. The fun and often funky soundtracks make us especially happy.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
High five!
Clap along if you
continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Prince of Egypt. Steven Schwartz and Hans Zimmer really outdid themselves this time. Every song is so perfectly crafted with just the right sound to drive the story and capture the emotion and unwavering spirit of the Hebrews. Deliver Us might just be the best opening to an animated movie you'll ever hear, especially because of Ofra Haza's spine-tingling vocals as Yocheved. Then we have the simply stunning All I Ever Wanted, the beautifully uplifting Through Heaven's Eyes, and the tantalizingly dramatic The Plagues.
So how can you see what your life is worth, or where your value lies? You can never see through the eyes of man. You must look at your life. Look at your life through heaven's eyes.
We could go on and on. The film's powerhouse anthem, When You Believe, even won the Oscar for Best Original Song.
Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe, somehow you will.
There's not even one track we'd skip. The entire album is simply divine. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.